anyway. So, good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, thank you for taking the time to join us this afternoon for this workshop. My name is Steve Guscott, and this is my colleague Sean Dollery. We represent EZFacility. We're a market leader in online booking and membership management software. What we want to do in this workshop is really give you an overview of how software can help you manage your daily operations at any on-site sports facilities that you might have. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the agenda. So we were delighted when Y Sports approached us to do this presentation today, because they had identified that there was a requirement from you, the delegates, to better understand software. So the goal of this workshop is really to give you a better understanding of the software market within the sports and fitness industry and what options are available to you. We also want to show you what we do at EZFacility and how we can help you manage the daily operations at your business. So firstly, we're going to give you a bit of an introduction of ourselves, let you know who we are, a bit of our background of the experience we've had in the industry. Then we're going to give you an overview of sports facility management software, before going on to take a detailed look at EZFacility, what we can offer, before trying to predict what the future trends of the industry might be, a difficult one, but something we're going to have a crack at anyway. And finally, at the end, we'll open the floor to any questions that you might have. So, as I've already said, my name is Steve Guscott. I'm the head of operations at EZFacility. I've been with the company 7 years. I started when it was in its embryonic stages in the UK. We worked out of what was probably branded as an office in Putney, but was probably more like a cupboard. And we've now grown to, we've now moved to Guildford in Surrey. The company has grown considerably during that time. I oversee the fitness, the business in the UK, Europe, Australia, and Middle East as well. I'm now responsible for the sales team, a new customer success team who ensure a smooth transition of a customer's lifetime with us, and also the support and training teams. We fully support and train from the product here in the UK. I have over a decade of experience in the industry, and in that time I've worked closely with a number of school sports and fitness facilities.
Hi guys, I'm Sean Dollery. I'm the account manager at EZFacility. Before my 6th journey with EZ, I spent 4 years in sports event organising. One of those roles actually introduced me to EZFacility, as I found myself actually using it on a daily basis to do my job at that time. This in turn sparked my interest to find out a bit more about the company, and I actually reached out to the current MD at the time and arranged a meeting with him. I was really impressed with what he had to say, and evidently seemed impressed with myself, as he did offer me a job role at the company. So I began working closely with the new and existing clients in training and support. The knowledge I acquired from supporting our clients gave me a really good understanding of the sort of daily challenges that they face. And also my years of training on the software gave me a vast understanding of it and the capabilities of the software. So naturally, my next steps were into account management, where my responsibilities now include acquiring all the new business, just like Steve mentioned, across the UK, Europe, Australia, and the Middle East. So firstly, before we look at software, what do you know about the industry itself right now? Not the software industry, we're focusing more on the fitness, leisure and fitness industry. So we need to know how many people are coming to our facilities and what that demographic of that clientele would be. So here's just a breakdown of some numbers. So based on some data gathered by LeisureDB State, Boomerang Health Club, and the Active People Survey, we know that there's a huge 9.7 million fitness members currently in the UK. This will include your sort of typical gym members at your David Lloyd's and your Fitness Firsts. But of that, a huge 3.37 million currently are members of public gyms, just like the ones that you guys work for and alongside. Nearly 16 million people are visiting sports facilities at least once a week. This could be your casual footballer just having a kick about with his pals, or it could be that gym fanatic that we all know that's up early doors smashing out 20 minutes on a rowing machine before most of us have even had our breakfast. But what these figures demonstrate is that much of the work has already been done to get these people through the door. So how do we ensure that these people become members of your business and not just people randomly visiting your facilities? 32% of the industry say that their biggest challenge on a daily basis is non or late payment. There's no great surprise when you see that there's a staggering 69% of payments still being collected by cheque, cash or bank transfer. How many of us actually use these payment methods on a daily basis when you go to your supermarket or fill up on petrol? We don't. We rarely use cash, and cheques are pretty much obsolete. So I struggle to understand why we continue to rely on these nearly extinct payment methods to generate revenue for our businesses when there's much more successful methods currently available to us. The same reports highlight that 22% of managers within the sports facility say that daily administration gets in the way of them achieving their goals. I'm sure this stat isn't exclusive just to the sports and leisure industry. So these numbers on this slide are no surprise when it's reported that over half, that 52% there, over half of the industry are running their sports facilities without any kind of software. With the options that are readily available to us, I find this particular statistic quite astonishing. I mean, on a personal note, my day revolves around software. Every element of my job involves putting something through a software solution. So surely, we're all about achieving our goals and making our jobs easier and better for us. So what we want to show you today is how using management software will help overcome these daily challenges that we all face. So, whether you're in that 52% and have started looking at software options available to you, or perhaps you're looking to upgrade on an existing system that you already have in place, the likelihood is you've come across these two main types of software. On the one hand, first of all, you've got traditional desktop software. So what you'll often find with this is you'll pay sort of a one-off, technically large time setup fee. Installment will be required on site. You're likely to have to pay for the latest system updates and versions when they become available. You could find that there are separate support contracts. So should you take the decision to go without software and obviously run into any IT issues, you're not going to have any support to help you out. And you're also likely to find that you're limited to the number of users that can access the system. The extra licenses you have to obtain is going to result in extra cost. So on the other hand, we've got SaaS software, which is software as a service. This will typically mean that you'll have cost-effective monthly subscription fees as opposed to a one-off payment. It's based in the cloud, so on-site installment and maintenance is not required. Product updates will be included and happen automatically, so you always have the most up-to-date product available. Customer and technical support is included. Remember, it's software as a service. You're also likely to find that there are no restrictions on the number of users that can use your software. Obviously, ensuring that every individual has their own login, and importantly, ensures that you have full audit trails readily available to you. As you've probably guessed from that slide, EZFacility is a SaaS solution.
So what are the key areas you're going to need a software management system to help you with? If you've got a gym with members coming through the door, whether they're pay-as-you-go members or your more loyal long-term memberships, you're going to need to keep track and manage that membership database. So some of the key requirements that you're going to be looking for: a detailed membership check-in. You're going to want to ensure the right people are coming through the door and obviously at the right times. You might want to integrate with an access control system, be it a simple reception desktop, or it could be a more advanced unmanned turnstile. For those joint or family memberships, you're going to want to keep track of who is sharing that membership and, of course, who's paying for it. You're likely to want to offer integrated payment options. So it could be direct debits or it could be card payment services. There will also be a need to keep track of frozen, suspended or cancelled memberships. And of course, you're going to want to stay engaged with those members throughout their lifetime with you. Something else that I'm sure would be high on your list of requirements is managing bookings across various sports facilities. You might just have a sports hall, or you could have a wide range of pitches, courts, multi-use facilities. With these, you're going to want to schedule and accurately manage block bookings. You're going to want to ensure there is never a double booking. You're going to want to make sure that your staff are able to quickly locate available resources. You want to make last-minute changes to bookings simply and easily. We all know it happens. You get that phone call 5 minutes before someone's meant to be attending. You want to make sure making those changes is easy for you and, most importantly, easy for your staff. And possibly one of the most in-demand features today, you're going to want the ability to allow your customers to make bookings online, 24/7.
So league management. Are you running a sports league, or are you considering using your spare pitch or court time to take the opportunity to get one started? Well, you're going to be looking for something that can help manage your admin that goes with that. So how can league management systems help? Well, it'll give you the ability to create league and tournament fixtures quickly and easily with minimum fuss. It'll allow you to track fixtures, record results, and player stats all in one system. It will allow teams to sign up online, including the option to pay at that point. Software intelligence could also ensure that team preferences are taken into consideration, such as desired kickoff times can be factored in when the fixtures are generated. And of course, you want to give access to your scorekeepers and officials to update those scores as and when the fixtures are completed. So, all these things we looked at so far are going to be key requirements of the facility, of course. But I think it's fair to say that the focus up until this point has been on the work life of the front desk staff. So let's focus on how it can improve the lives of the manager and take a look at reporting. I'll probably be right in saying that a sizable percentage of the people in this room have targets that they work towards. Maybe it's financial or potentially be based on participation numbers. So how much time do you spend collecting this data to track your progress? Reporting on this is essential. It's very important, of course. So some of the things you'll be looking for are the ability to actively track, record, and measure your facility's growth, run financial reports to ensure your books are reconciled and kept up to date, determine things like popular sessions, your busiest times of the day, and underperforming classes, analyse your client demographic to help with targeted marketing, track member retention and get ahead of the game on those expiring memberships, and highlight business growth opportunities within the company.
So we've covered many of the areas that you're likely to consider key requirements. At EZFacility, we have a solution to your problems. We're owned by the Jonas Group of software companies. Jonas operates over 70 independently managed software companies around the globe within 20 different verticals. And at Jonas, they provide us at EZFacility the strategic guidance and financial security required to be market leaders within the fitness, sport, and leisure industry. So here's a small collection of some of the other companies within the Jonas Group that EZFacility works closely with, some of whom you may be familiar with. The Jonas Software for Life policy, our mission statement, is commitment to investing heavily in the offerings to ensure that you and your businesses have the products and services that you need to succeed.
So moving on to EZFacility, of course. So EZFacility was launched in 2003, with the UK office opening in 2007. As a result of its success, EZ became part of the Jonas Group in 2010. We're one of the current market leaders in online membership management and booking software within the UK. We manage a global client base of around 3,500 facilities currently. We offer cost-effective packages to fit all budgets. There are no license fees or limits on user access. We offer specialist training and ongoing technical support. We provide specialist training and that's what I just said. We offer a full range of reports covering anything from invoicing and payments through to class attendance records and membership analytics. We also roll out free upgrades for all new features and enhancements. So Easy specialises in all the areas we've covered so far: your membership management, your facility bookings, league management and reporting. But what sets us apart from the crowd? Here at EZFacility, we pride ourselves on the close relationship we have with our customers. Our personalised training programme has helped them board thousands of new businesses. We continue to be there by your side, providing ongoing support, help and guidance to you and your staff throughout your entire lifetime as an EZFacility client. We also run regular industry-specific webinars to help you educate yourself further and, of course, your staff.
So what else sets us apart from the crowd? API. For those of you not too tech savvy or maybe have heard the name API but not sure what it stands for, it's Application Program Interface. So what does it do? Well, let's keep this in very simple terms. It allows your developers to integrate your EZFacility data with websites, applications, and other software systems. The APIs that we have available include clients, sessions, reservations, bookings, the tournament scheduling we've already mentioned, and many more. It really allows you to dovetail with other systems. You may use a system at your college or university or school that stores student data when they enroll. An API could allow that data to be pulled into your EZFacility account so that you can make them aware of your gym or sports facility offerings that you've got. Safety of your data. I think it's been brought up a number of times already today, but you've most likely heard of GDPR by now. But the EU General Data Protection Regulation will be enforced from 25th of May this year. And it's really going to shape the way organisations across the region approach data privacy. At EZFacility, the security and privacy of our customers' data has long been at the forefront of our business priorities. We have a dedicated IT team who are responsible for delivering on the high standards we set for ourselves, including some of these following processes that you'll see on the slide. We undertake monthly vulnerability scanning, biannual network penetration testing. We have an annual on-site audit completed by Trustwave for PCI compliance, which is the highest level of internet security. We have web application and hardware firewalls. And Trustee and TrustArc do an audit for Privacy Shield for EU data protection for EZFacility. Some of these you might not be recognisable by name to you, but I'm sure you would have seen these logos here at the bottom at some point when you've been on various websites.
So all-in-one solution. So when I ask potential clients what they're looking for from a management system, the response I most often get is something that can manage everything in one place. Our market is saturated with companies claiming that they can manage memberships, track class attendance, schedule bookings and so on. But how many can honestly call themselves an all-in-one solution? What EZFacility can. Easy is one of the most successful providers of feature-rich membership software across the sports and leisure fitness industry, currently in the UK. And not only do we provide modules to manage these key areas that we've already touched on, but we also supply many other highly productive modules which can help save you hours on your manual work and even generate more revenue for your business. So first off, we're just going to touch on our app platforms. We have two app platforms available, MemberMe Plus and our branded version. MemberMe Plus comes as part of our package and is available to all EZFacility clients. The app provides you with the necessary tools to engage with your customers with such things as triggered push notifications. You can promote offers, make announcements, drive traffic to your social media platforms and websites, receive all important feedback, schedule classes, and even includes a neat little feature that allows members to store their membership barcode on the app itself, which allows for a speedy check-in. This will not only help the absent-minded amongst us who forget our membership cards, but also significantly reduce your hardware fees, needing less cards to be issued to members. Our branded app goes a step further and provides you with, as the title suggests, a branded version of your app, which, like MemberMe Plus, can be found within the app stores for both iOS and Android. Having your own branded app gives your facility a high-end app presence at a cost-effective price. The app invites you to create your own artwork, ensure your branding stays on point, encourages you to request new features, and provides detailed reports and analytics which help you pinpoint trends and maximise your opportunities within your business. Not everyone has a smartphone, and of those of us that do, not everyone uses mobile phone apps. So how can EZFacility help you reach those less technologically savvy customers? Self-service would be the perfect job for that. Our self-service module provides you with an easy-to-navigate customer-facing platform which can be simply integrated into any website, hyperlinked into an email, or even onto a social media post. Self-service is a form which allows your customers to update personal information, settle invoices online, sign up for memberships, purchase packages such as personal training and classes, book sessions, and hire out sports facilities. There is also a feature which allows related members to book their children into classes or pay off invoices for their partner, all whilst logged in as themselves. It's a great tool for the busy families. So staying on the subject of client-facing features, we also have online registration, which allows customers to register themselves or teams for one-off events such as summer boot camps or maybe a small-sided football tournament. A personalised URL is generated by EZFacility, which again can easily be displayed on a forum of your choosing. So sports facilities are constantly looking for ways to generate more income. A very popular avenue to achieve this right now is on-site bars and cafes. Providing customers with somewhere to socialise after a yoga class with a well-earned latte, maybe a beer after a football match, or perhaps a protein shake upon completing an intense workout. But how do you manage your sales and stock? Another solution, right? Wrong. When we say all-in-one, we mean all-in-one. Our point-of-sale module helps you to record income for sales, take instant card payments, keep track of tabs, use money on account to pay for items, and manage, of course, all your inventory. POS can be run off a standard laptop or computer, or even a POS touchscreen. There's no need to search for hardware. We've got that covered with our specialist hardware partners. So the one game-changing requirement that adds even more value to the platforms is integrated payments. EZFacility seamlessly integrates with payment services for both direct debits and credit cards. Card payments, credit and debit cards. These services provide you with a peace of mind knowing that your membership fees are going to be processed automatically. Your in-house purchases can be executed with just in a few clicks, removing the need for a PDQ machine perhaps, and ensures a seamless customer journey when booking and paying online. So when I work to close new business, I'm often presented with a sort of go-to sales blocker, which is it's not within our budget. I always challenge that response by highlighting that if it's used to its potential, EZFacility can not only streamline your cumbersome daily processes, therefore saving your staff valuable time, but it can actually make you money. It will pay for itself. So let's say over the course of a month, you know, how many memberships go unpaid? How many bookings slip through the net because someone calls up and the facility's closed because it's that time in the evening? How many people don't turn up to classes that they reserve? If you add all that revenue together, I'm super confident that our software costs less, making implementing easy at your facility a no-brainer. So just quickly moving on, these are, or if you're still unsure of the impact that EZFacility have on your business, why not speak to some of our loyal customers? I'm sure you may recognise some of the names on this slide. There may even be one or two in this room today. And if there is, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your continued support.
So, what does the future hold? I think it's important that we sort of end this presentation really with the thoughts on what the future could mean for the sports and fitness industry, the requirements of software and how it must develop to keep up with the ever-changing trends of the industry. So let's start with the industry itself. Events like this are really vital in ensuring that exercise, physical education and sports are ingrained in the lifestyle of a child at a young age. And there are many other great initiatives that are doing fantastic work on a daily basis to ensure this is happening. I'm sure many of you would have read a recent statement that I know was shared by UK Active recently. If we took the least fit child from a class of 30 tested in 1998, they would be one of the 5 fittest children in the class of the same day. And you can add to that, today's children are the first generation since the Second World War to be less fit than their parents. These are obviously worrying trends, but these kind of reports are getting national coverage. And and there's people far more qualified than me to sort of talk about how we go about changing that, many of whom you would have heard today. But let's sort of focus back slightly more on technology. And I think we've all been guilty at some point of blaming technology for those previously mentioned statements. In my day we never had iPhones or tablets. That must be the reason why our kids are not as fit as we were. Whether that's the case or not, these things are obviously here to stay. So why don't we do more to embrace and consider all the additional ways that we can get sport in front of Generation Z? I think that's what we're calling them, right? The generation that's sort of never known anything other than having the internet and having the whole world at their fingertips. We can take a look at all the negatives of obviously sitting in front of an iPad, and of course there are many of them. But surely we must be doing more to get that message of sport to this generation and obviously the ones before them as well. If you look at Joe Wicks, for example, he's built a multi-million-pound business which started from him basically shouting a few recipes in 15 seconds on Instagram. You remember when Instagram videos were 15 seconds? Anyway, now he's a well-known celebrity promoting the message of healthy eating and fitness, including obviously the workouts that he's done, which are aimed at school PE classes, many of which are done live on Facebook. So who's going to be the next generation of, who's going to be the next Joe Wicks? The likelihood is it's going to come from the generation of school and college students right now. So let's steer this back to sort of software and take a look at what functionality we think is going to be second nature in sort of the years to come. Integration with wearable technology. Obviously, the examples: Fitbit, Apple Watch, MyZone, Garmin. I think it's safe to say that sort of over 50% of us here today are wearing some form of wearable technology, and that's probably a very conservative guess. We're literally walking data hubs, and as a fitness professional, why would you not want to know as much health data as possible of your clients before recommending the right program for them to follow? Integration with personal training programs. There are many of these available. Integration allows you to track a client's workout program and ensure that continuity in what is, let's face it, a high turnover industry. But online and app bookings there as well. You might think this is something that we have now, and you'd be right. The technology is definitely there to be able to do it. But how often do you go onto the website of a local sports facility, local sports centre, and select to book a pitch? But all you're actually doing is making an inquiry. Let's allow clients to make and pay for their own bookings, whether it be pitches, courts, classes, there and then. And also, another point here would be integration with sort of systems like My Local Pitch, so you can keep the client in control of their bookings and obviously with as little admin time as possible. You remember that earlier stat about the percentage of sports and fitness professionals that can't achieve their goals because of admin. And the final one really is continued growth of SaaS and cloud-based products. Currently, around 90% of software systems are in the cloud. And we can be sure that this trend is obviously going to continue. Fitness leaders want information wherever they are. You can't be at your business 24/7, but more and more facilities are obviously opening 24/7. You might want to check in the evening to make sure things are operating as they should do. Even if your facility doesn't open 24/7, it's probably open longer than your working day in the facility. So this is really everything that we plan to cover here today. We hope that this helped you to better understand the software market and how using the right software can help you achieve your goals. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what we have to say. Obviously, like to open the floor to any questions that you might have.